Hi guys, Zyger here, welcome back to another video. Now, I must say this video is going to be quite a lot different from my usual. Now, on the title and on the thumbnail you can see that it says devlog, however, it's going to be kind of a different devlog. Today I'm going to be doing a collab with Mattabulous, a really awesome guy, and I'll leave his links in the description and I highly suggest you check him out. Anyway, basically we had this idea where, you know when you have a game jam and you have like 24 hours to produce a game and then those games get like graded and then you win or you don't? Well, we thought that we could randomize a theme, make a game in a certain amount of time, and then after that time has passed, we can come back to each other and have a look at those games. Well, basically, that's what we're doing today. So we randomized a theme, got a game, started working on it, and that's the video. Now I hope you guys really enjoy because me and Matt had a lot of fun making this video, and I hope you guys have as much fun watching it. So links will be in the description to Matt's channel, also my Discord link will be there, and a link to this game that I made will be there for you guys to play. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hi guys, my name is Zyger and welcome back to another video. Now today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm joined by Mattabulous.
Hello.
And it's gonna be an exploration, this video, definitely. We're basically doing like a devlog that's gonna be sort of like a race. So we're gonna randomize a theme, and you can see the website on the screen right now. And using that theme, I'm gonna make a game in gamemaker, and Matt is gonna make a game in Unity. Sorry. So
in Unity.
In Dev Unity, yeah, definitely. It's gonna be interesting because I've never done something like this, and
it's gonna be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So what we're going to do now is just randomize a theme. Go on, randomize a theme.
Sidekick.
Sidekick, okay. It's the first theme, sidekick. Time to do my one. The war is over, we lost.
Foxes.
Foxes, okay, that's quite open. And I can't spell foxes for some reason, I put forces. Final one. Winter is coming.
Oh my god, Game of Thrones!
So we're going to do a random number to decide which one of the four themes we're going to use.
Random number between 1 and 4. Oops. I clicked it again, it was 2 though. 2.
Oh, the war is over, we lost. What? That one's such a... Was that number 2? Oh no, foxes, sorry. We can do foxes.
If we do it in the order of how we did it, then yeah, it's the war is over, we lost. Oh no.
Right guys, so it's time to get started on the game, and obviously the theme of the game is the war is over, we lost. So I don't actually have any ideas at the moment, but I guess we can start just by creating a project. The war is over, we lost. And now that we've got a project, it's time to make this darn game. But before that, I'm actually going to make a plan. So I'll be back in a bit once I've made some ideas, because this is literally, I just ended the call with Matt, and I don't actually know what I'm doing. Alright, so I'll be back in a bit. So guys, I'm editing this video right now, and I realised that I'm missing a clip. So I recorded a video of me making a plan and starting some of the game movement for the player. However, I can't seem to be able to find the clip. I think I might have deleted it by accident or something. But I do have the second part of the clip that I was recording, which is me actually showing what I've done. So it's a bit annoying, I know. It's a little bit off place, but keep watching the video. It gets better, trust. I made a little square background that was also took like maybe 2 minutes, so it's just a plain colour. But basically you can just sort of move around using WASD, and that's about it. So this is the first part of the game, and now I'm going to be trying to implement some enemies. Hi guys, so I'm back. It's been about 2 hours, and I know it's been a while. However, I did manage to get quite a lot in the game done. So basically what I've done, I've made this little room, which I'm going to change the way it looks in a moment, so don't worry about that. And it's just called room 1 for a moment. So we've got the basic background and the instances. I managed to implement a little weapon system. Now, as some of you may know, in my Awoken game, I've got a very detailed inventory and weapon system. This isn't going to be the case here. I'm going to have just a couple weapons that you can switch between, just to make it a lot easier for myself. And instead of the way that I did it for my other game, which was through databases, this I am going to do as 2D arrays, which basically is these long lists that store different items that have then separate values within one another. So basically the array was going to hold things like the AR and the bullet gun, and then it's also going to store their damage, how much recoil, and stuff like that they do. So I'm going to really show you how I did this. Well, sorry, what it looks like. As I said, it's a very simple method of 2D arrays. Now, as you can see, they bounce up and down, and this is the same code that I used in my Awoken game for the items, so I just used the same thing there. And basically what you can do, I showed you the movement earlier, you can walk up to a gun and then you hold it. Now the gun very simply just binds to the middle of the player and follows the mouse. And if you shoot, it makes little bullets. Now they're not very noticeable at the moment, but these are the bullets you can do. And then at some point you will run out. As you can see, I can no longer shoot anything and I will need to pick up ammo for that, which I'll show you in a moment. And then for the actual bullet gun, you can pick it up and it'll shoot like little bullet sort of things, and that's basically it. You can also run out, however you can switch between the guns. So for the moment I've got just number 1 and 2, which switches it. So number 1 AR and number 2 bullet, and you can switch between them. So the reason this took me 2 hours is because I was trying to sort out the 2D array system and the different recoil and all of that stuff. But that's where I've got at the moment, and I'll be back in a bit once I add some enemies. So guys, we are back and I've created some enemies and it's been about 2 hours. I actually created the enemies in less than 2 hours, but I was doing some other things in the meantime. Anyway, I'll show you them right now. They don't attack, but I've made sure that they move around in random positions. And you can pick up this gun, and if you shoot them, they will change this to this like white color and have some recoil. You also have recoil when you move back, and the AR works on them as well, so I worked with the physics of that working. So currently that's working. You can actually leave the map and stuff, obviously. Now for all of the assets, I'll be trying to make some of that tomorrow, as I finish school tomorrow early, so I'll try and get some of that done. But generally speaking, the guns are working. The enemies do have HP, just I haven't made a death for them yet. Other than that, I'll probably be back in a bit tomorrow or in a bit, you'll see the next clip when I have some more completed for the game. Hi guys, Zyger here, welcome back. I haven't actually made a clip in a while. It's been a couple of days since the last clip. And first of all, I've been working on this game constantly. Apart from Saturday, I couldn't work like hardly any of it on Saturday. I did a few changes on Saturday, just not many, but I had work and then I had to go to uni. Anyway, the point is, I haven't recorded much because I was working on this game so hard, and also I feel like if I recorded everything, this video would be too long. It's already going to be quite lengthy as it is, and I don't want to make it longer with like boring you guys. So instead what I'm going to do is, next time I make a project like this, instead of recording everything, I will record like certain main big aspects that I add and in the development process, but I will stream the whole process of me making the game, because I feel like that way you guys can engage more, and it's also not that boring, because I don't want to make a video that's like half an hour long, if you know what I mean. Anyway, once again, I don't want to make this video longer, but I'm back. It's actually Sunday and this video is probably going to be released today, so a bit of a late clip as you know it, but I'd like to show you what I've done. Now I don't want to show you everything to spoil the game, because what I will do is I will upload it to itch.io and I'll give you guys a link in the description where you guys can play the game. Now, a couple things. First of all, if you do play the game, there is a lot of bugs, okay? This game hasn't been completed and I didn't even have a week for it. I had a very small amount of time because I have a busy schedule, so there is going to be bugs and things that don't work in it. So if you do find anything, actually do comment down below in my description below, in my comment section down below on YouTube videos, and also on the itch.io page, because first of all, I am not going to be offended if you tell me what's wrong in this game or what you would like me to change. In fact, I would take that and I would update it. Now, this game was a challenge. However, if you guys do really want me to update certain parts of it to make it less buggy, I will. I'll upload the game as it is, obviously. But if there is a game-breaking bug, I will update the game so that you guys can actually experience the game without any bugs. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I've done. So a lot has changed. From the previous clips, you saw the mechanics of the player working, the different weapons as such, and all these different enemies and whatnot. But there was no sprites. So as you know, I've made loads of sprites. I've taken me a while. I looked at some different courses in all honesty, because I was having some trouble making the tile sets for this game. And I followed this course, I forgot what it was called, I'm sorry, this is so bad. Anyway, I forgot what it was called, because there was like multiple courses that I did, so it was just a bunch of videos that I watched to help me make this. the sprites, and it was just for the tiles because the rest of it I kind of made myself just from my brain, I guess. First thing first, I wanted to show you, I actually watched this video how to make animations, and I think this is quite a nice exploding animation. Obviously it looks a bit scuffed and there could definitely be a lot of changes, but I thought I'd show you that, guys. Same thing with the torch. I feel like I made a quite nice satisfying torch and whatnot. I tried to make another animation. It's like a bullet. Doesn't work that well, but looks alright in game. Anyway, I'm not going to play the game to show you it, but I'm going to sort of show you the rooms. So first things first is we have this main menu here. Now, this was looking a lot different this morning. I did decide to change it because it was really bland and I didn't have time. I thought I didn't have time, but I made it in Photoshop right here. There you go, there's a Photoshop. This is actually the controls page, but this is the same layout that I used for the main menu page. So it's just basically some text and me drawing some like greenery over it. For those who don't know, this game is basically going to be that you're in this dungeon and you've been stuck there for ages. Now, you were there originally with your troops, however all your troops died and you're the only survivor, and you want to finish the war that's been going on with the goblins in the dungeon. So that's basically the aim of the game. You want to finish the war and whatnot, no matter what. So this is the control page that I showed you earlier. Now, this is the beginning scene because I decided to get into some dialogue. Now, guess what? I made the dialogue. The actual code for it was fine, but then it was a pain to get it all aligned, and I didn't manage to get it all centered, so it looks a bit off, and I apologize for that. I will try and fix that as soon as possible. But when you play the game, you'll see that the dialogue works, it's just a little bit off, okay? Just ignore it. Anyway, this was the room, okay? It looks a bit mad, it looks a bit crazy, but this is the sort of layout I went out for. So I wanted to have these different chambers and corridors leading to this chambers. Now, I wanted the layout to be sort of that you follow through so you don't get lost. Now, the main chambers will have different types of boss fights. Now, I only managed to implement one boss because I didn't have time, and it's not even a great boss. It doesn't work properly. It would like shoot different like sort of eye particle things at you that will follow you and stuff, so it's a bit annoying. Anyway, the point of it was that you can continuously have to play the game. You can't stop because there's all these, if I zoom in, there's all these little goblins here, right, that if you just stop, they will just follow you and attack you. So this is sort of a fast-paced game. You got to go fast. Now, when I play the game, it took me 10 minutes. Okay, so it's not a long game. Obviously, it was going to be actually shorter than that. Most of you could probably get it below 10 minutes. However, some of you won't because you know, you don't know the game as I do. Also, I am taking into consideration all the cutscenes and stuff that I have in the game and the dialogues. Anyway, and then we have these big bosses. Now, this boss, I decided to make it an eye because I got inspired from the Eye of Cthulhu from Terraria. Anyway, it was easy to sort of draw. I found it like quite nice and easy to draw, and it looks quite cool. But yeah, and then once again we have the end scene, which is also a dialogue, and then you go back to the main menu and whatnot. Now I'm going to quickly show you something. I'm going to quickly show you the game. Alright, so we're in game, and you can hear some audio, so apologies if it's quite loud. Alright, so this is the main menu, and I did a simple sort of menu like this: start, controls, and exit. And then you can open the controls and whatnot and go back and exit the game. Anyway, that was really simple. So if you guys would actually want a tutorial for how to make a menu like that, I can really easily show you because it's a couple lines of code and it's really awesome. But anyway, I don't want to show you anymore to spoil the game, I guess. So this is the game, and in a minute I will be meeting up with Matt to look at his game, and I'll record that. Now, bear in mind, me and Matt are both really busy, so obviously these games aren't going to be the best of our abilities. So my game specifically has so many different issues. So if you do guys have any suggestions or find any bugs, please genuinely go ahead and like share it with me. And also, if you guys want, I can just share the source code of this game with you guys, so you guys can edit the game, change parts of it, and fix the bugs if you want, in all honesty. But yeah, so all of the links will be in the description for that, and I'll be with Matt, and sorry for the length of this video, but yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Hi guys, so I'm back with Mattabulous, and we finished our games. Well, then mine is definitely not that great, so I wouldn't say it's that finished, but we're back anyway, and we're going to test out our games. Now, if you want to see his reaction to my game, I'll leave his links in the description below, so you can go ahead and check those out. Alright, so let's have a look at your game.
Yeah.
Right. I've already tried this game, so it probably will be a bit better. Wait, let me just share screen actually, because that's...
Sounds good.
Right, biscuits.
Sounds good. Biscuits.
I actually know what to do now, right? Bread. Wait. There we go. As I said in the previous clip, but it got messed up, the graphics of this are amazing and the physics. I really love it.
I appreciate it. Very nice.
It just looks really nice.
I think it really goes well with like a war aesthetic.
Yeah, it goes like really nice. Like the grainy effect is really cool as well.
Yeah, that was all achieved with Unity effects too.
But it's just really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, his links will be in the description below. Genuinely check him out. He's really awesome.
Thank you.
I'm actually doing quite well, am I? Or maybe not. Wait. I'm only on 7. Yikes. Okay, biscuits again. Bread. You get used to this after a while.
Yeah.
Like what you're meant to do. Right.
You gotta make one more bread.
Oh my god.
Go.
Oh yes.
Hey.
Yeah, right. Biscuits. This gets like tense after a while. There we go. Oh my god, there's more.
It just keeps going.
It's cool because you can just keep playing the game. But yeah, his links will be in the description below. Once again, really awesome game. The effects of it are like really nice. That whole grain thing. It's so cool because it just goes with the aesthetic so nicely.
Yeah.
Alright, so thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Once again, all links will be in the description below.